For years, we've heard over and over again that our fat intake directly affects our weight gains, and that fat was also the primary cause for some of society's deadliest diseases.
We declared war on fat 15 years ago, and by and large, Americans have complied with that. We've taken fat out of our diet and replaced it with a fat-free carbohydrate. And in the process, we've become the fattest people on the face of the earth. The reason is that fat is not the reason, dietary fat is not the reason that you're overweight. It's because you're making too much insulin.
So I'd say that we're in a real pickle. We've gotten sicker and we've gotten fatter since we've been low fat.
Nutritionist and author Louise Gittleman says fats are referred to scientifically as lipids. Lipids include fats, oils, and fat-like substances that are greasy, such as cholesterol, butterfat, and vegetable oil. Dietary fat is available primarily from two major sources, animal and vegetable. Animal fats tend to be solid, and vegetable fats tend to be liquid. According to Gittleman, fats, proteins, and carbohydrates are the three basic ingredients for creating and maintaining life. However, she says fats have many other benefits.
It stabilizes your blood sugar. By the way, it's good for your nerves, it's great for your hair, good for your skin, wonderful for strong nails, and you will get thin because you don't overeat a lot of junk or processed carbohydrates in place of the missing fat calories. The key is to know which are the good fats and which are the bad fats.
There are three basic fat groups: saturates, pork, lamb, beef fats, coconut oil, palm oils, and the like; monounsaturates, found in vegetables, legumes, and seed sources; and polyunsaturates, milk, fish oils, lean meats, and from vegetable sources such as soy, corn, flax seeds, walnuts, and wheat germ. But with all these choices, how do we go about selecting the fats that are good for us?
It's really easy to understand which fats are good and which fats are not. I mean, what you just have to take a look at is which are the natural fats. And those fats would be those that come from seeds and nuts and that are contained naturally in foods like olives as well as avocados. The artificial fats, the man-made fats that find their way into margarines and vegetable shortening, and even those that are processed vegetable oils, are those that are unhealthy, and those that we've been finding over the years are actually contributing to cancer as well as problems with our immune system and aging. But I think the best part of my message, which really is eat fat and lose weight, which is of course the title of my book, I think the best part of that is you're going to start enjoying food again.
And more Americans are beginning to agree with these findings.
I had heart condition, and and she taught me about flaxseed oil. I never heard of that before. And it just turned my life around. I started eating the right foods, the right fats. I went from an inclusion of 95% in my right coronary artery down to 50%. I am now vertical now. I was scheduled to do a bypass.
I started having joint problems in my knees and my ankles from running. I've been a runner for many years, and I was following a low-fat, carbohydrate diet. And she told me after I went to see her that what you need to do is go home and take 2 tablespoons of flaxseed oil. So I did, on a daily basis, 2 tablespoons of flaxseed oil for 2 weeks. And after that, I never had another pain.
With this new interest in fat, researchers have been busy studying the effects of fat and fat byproducts on the human body. They've come up with some remarkable conclusions.
We know that clinically certain fats have the ability to really keep the metabolic fires stoked. It actually can help those little fat-burning mitochondria that are in every single cell in your body become accelerated. And we've particularly seen that with another wonderful oil out there that is known as evening primrose oil. And we have found through clinical studies that a little bit of evening primrose oil, particularly with people that have to lose at least 10 pounds and do nothing else but just take evening primrose oil, which is found as a botanical in most health food stores, will not only allow them to lose weight, but will boost their metabolism and is extremely helpful for those of us that may suffer from hangovers.
Another fat that's been used for centuries in Europe, called flaxseed, has recently been shown to be particularly important to women.
We're now finding that it's important in terms of the prevention and perhaps the control of breast cancer, which is epidemic in this day and age.
Gittleman says that the latest research from Germany suggests that flaxseed combined with a dairy product can help protect against certain kinds of cancer, but she says it's also great with other foods.
I also use it on air pop popcorn, by the way. I think it just gives me an excuse to eat popcorn because I want to taste the flaxseed oil. It has a nutty, very buttery taste, and all it takes is 1 to 2 tablespoons in no-heat recipes. It's a great salad dressing, and it can be used in yogurt.
Gittleman relishes the change that fats are enjoying in medical and nutritional circles. Her final advice is,
bring back the cheese, or bring back the nuts. Bring back avocados, for heaven's sakes. They're heart healthy, and they're good fats because they contain what we call the smart fats that are so good for your brain. So again, fats work with every arena, every organ of your system.